Manoj Jha, I hear you, but you spoke of what? Counterfactualism?
Counterfactual imagination.
Imagination. Okay, so counterfactual imagination, I wish it was only restricted to that, but the likes of your own party are clearly suffering from the same, because you have a Shivanand Tiwari ji, who's a senior RJD leader. You have somebody who's from the family, Rohini ji. I'm talking about, let me begin with what Shivanand Tiwari ji has said. Number one, that Tejaswi ji was advised wrongly by the likes of Sanjay Yadav and Ramiz. Number one allegation that could be one of the factors of the defeat, because his advisors were all wrong. And he names them. He names Sanjay Yadav ji, he names Ramiz. Then he goes on to say, after the defeat, the leader of a party needs to be with his cadre. You have Tejaswi ji, who left for a European holiday with his family. And Shivanand Tiwari ji once again says these are not the hallmarks of a leader who's leading his party. Now, is it counterfactual imagination where Shivanand Tiwari is concerned?
No, counterfactual imagination is something different. And I'll tell you, if Shivanandji is writing this, we don't take it lightly. I mean, he has been in my party. But, people are very quick to judge. I'm telling you, I have been a student of politics, maybe new in politics, maybe a new member of parliament. But I've seen this party which was reduced to 2 seats. Mm-hmm. BJP I'm talking about. Yeah. 2 seats. I was in class 10th or 11th. People had written BJP off. It came back. Mm-hmm. So I tell you, whether it's Shivanandji or the family members, it's a part of the churning. And finally, part of the churning, the party, the members, the stakeholders, all of whom you have named, they'll resolve it successfully. But
you don't think Tejaswi ji was ill-advised by a certain
I don't buy. I mean, a leader knows what to pick up from where. And I tell you, ultimately, I repeat, at the cost of repetition, I'll say, that's when you get successful. There are multiple ways people will come and tell you how you did wonderful. But one small failure or big failure, but one small or big failure from everywhere. So I'll advise everybody, hold on. But do we realize for past 18 months, Tejaswi ji was on roads? Almost every second night he was in a district headquarter or commissionary headquarter.
So you're saying he's earned the holiday?
No, I don't. I mean, these are corporate terms, earning the holiday. And I'm just saying that the results came and he'll be there with the people. He knows what his mandate says.
I'm only quoting Shivanand Tiwari ji, who says LOP should have been in Bihar.
Through you, I'm assuring him also that Bihar, next election is after 5 years. We'll be with the people. I'm telling you.
Back from re-energized from his holiday. It's not just that. I'll tell you what. It's the larger perception, Manoj Ji. It is leaders, old leaders from, your own party, which is Shivanand Tiwari, saying what you do. Many would suggest you're being very graceful, but says that you've been completely distanced from the core team, which is Tejaswi ji.
You know the reality.
No, I'm giving you examples. And then you have a Rohini Acharya ji, who actually goes on to say that violence was used against her in her own house.
I'll tell you.
Optics, important in politics.
Give the family to resolve things on their own. They'll resolve it. I know this family. I know Lalu ji. I know Tejaswi ji. I know all the sisters. They are capable of resolving it on their own. And very soon it shall be resolved.
There's no succession battle within the family.
I mean,
the propaganda that you speak of, the grapevine.
No. I'll tell you something which we miss. We are in a democracy, yet our terminologies are drawn from monarchy. What is succession?
But
a person who has won the election, got his MLAs elected, has gone into a fresh election. Maybe the success is not at that level, but at the same time, there is no dispute about it, and rest for all other things, people will sit down and resolve. I think they have the maturity, they have the wisdom, including Shivanandji. His advices are well taken.
No, when you say it's a democracy, and I agree, but I'll tell you why, monarchy is brought up. Because when you're the chief minister, you step down, you give the chief ministership to your wife, then you make your son, the party president and the, chief minister face. Then one will look at it as a, it's not far from a monarchy.
I have worked on this issue. not only in India,
Huh.
but in Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan. I'll tell you something. There are two ways. Many families have disappeared. Their children couldn't do anything because it's not like monarchy. You, there is somebody from your family who is not successful. There is somebody from another family who is successful. Once they get people's mandate, it's people's choice. I mean, it's people's choice. And that's why I say those who speak about dynasty by BJP members, they should have their own calendar of members they'll come to know.
My final question, Manoj Ji, for someone who's such a student of history, who's such a student of reading, if you had to cross eras, if Manoj Ji tonight was holding a dinner and could invite 3 people for dinner for a conversation, and they could come from, any part of history, present to the, as long as you want to go back, who would those 3 be?
You won't believe. One would be Trotsky.
Okay.
And another would be Trotsky's biographer, Isaac Deutscher.
Huh.
And third would be dinner.
Yeah, it's dinner. You can do drinks also.
No.
It's up to you.
Dinner, Trotsky, Isaac Deutscher, and the third could be any day Jawaharlal Nehru.
Jawaharlal Nehru.
In this company.
Yeah. No, interesting. No Lalu ji yet.
I mean, they are all alive.
All alive. You have just gone back. You've gone back. But interesting. And what's the conversation? You're going to be the medium, the interlocutor between the...
They all had a very strong sense or understanding of fascism.
That would be the common thread of that conversation.
Can you allow me to get one more person?
Of course, I'll allow you to get 2 or 3.
Because the table is of 5.
Okay,
With me, there are 4. So one would be Antonio Gramsci.
Why?
Italian Marxist.
Okay, so that
Gramsci
completes
and
the...
Trotsky. Yeah. Trotsky was also a Marxist, which who is not liked by many Marxists in India. But I admire his work.
Manoj ji, that's very interesting conversation. But, I always love asking this as a final question because it gives you so much insight on a person that you've just interviewed. But thank you for taking the time out. Is there
Thank you so much.
Anything that you'd want to say? We're gonna anything,
no,
parting shot or anything that you'd like to add before we end?
It was a very nice conversation. I want conversation here in our streets, in our colleges, in my parliament to remain as civil as it was. We disagreed on many things.
True.
You did not agree to many things I said. I did not agree the way you framed the question. But then it was civil, and that is what our democracy is lacking these days. Our parliament is lacking.
Dialogue. Thank you, Manoj ji. Thank you.